A chief of staff is here to make me look like a superhero. And it's a tour of duty. You do it for 18 months, you do it for 2 years, and then you go off.
I'm going to really interrupt you here. Why? Why? Superhero. Okay, if you are so weak-willed, thin-skinned, and your ego is that big that you need to feel like a superhero, that is not the conversation we're going to have today. But the chief of staff role is not there to make anyone look like a superhero. It is to enable you to think better. It is to enable you to be able to do the jobs that only you can do, make the decisions that only you can make, and to free you up by taking the other decisions off your plate. And EA, and this is where things are really easy yet completely confused. And EA is there to make your life easier. They are there to make your life run better. A chief of staff is there to make your thinking harder, because you should only then be doing the thinking and the doing on the things that only you can do in that role. If your thinking hasn't got harder, if you are not being challenged in your thinking, if your judgment is not being strength tested within that relationship, you do not have a chief of staff. You have a glorified assistant that you have given a nice little badge of chief of staff to, and you are not getting the full benefit. If you want them to make your life easier, to make you feel like a superhero, well, the fancy dress store is down the road, but you do not have a chief of staff. And you said you were going to be the provocative one.
That's right. I will mention that my son's preschool, he's 4, they're doing superhero week this week. And I think that that's frankly where superheroes belong, in 4-year-old classrooms.
Look, you can see behind me. I'm not adverse to a superhero or all of them. I quite like that genre. Although I'm not sure Darth Vader is a superhero, but I do have other ones further over there.
Oh, good.
But I do like that. But it's a fantasy.
In fairness to Mark Organ, he was young when he gave this interview. It was 2017. We're at 2026. I think things have changed since then. But the point nevertheless remains, which is, chiefs of staff, I think it's not just to make you think better, but it's also to ensure that the organization as a whole is moving towards the same goals, energies, efforts that you're trying to sort of push forward. And again, I think we do over-index for the executive in that you're not tethered to an executive. You're actually tethered to the broader organization. The whole point of the chief of staff is to move the entire organization forward, because you are the only person who has a view into the staff, the C-suite and leadership, and the CEO. And in order to maintain all of those relationships, that takes time and energy and effort.